Yo! Hey there. A Rational Theist here. Introducing a new deal. Family Fridays. Multiple reasons for it, but most importantly because, let's face it, by the time we make it to the end of the week, there's no way in the world that I'm going to have a completely quiet house. And so I just figured, let's make it about the family, introduce you guys to the people around me, people that mean the most, and then maybe you'll give grace if it's super loud or there's people over here. And so today I am starting it off with my oldest, Mr. Maddox Ricewig. Come on over. What's up, bud? You want to introduce yourself to the people? Just look at the camera.
I'm Maddox. I'm 12 years old, and I go to SFT, Santa Fe Trail Middle School.
In what city?
Olathe.
In Olathe. And so what are you most looking forward to this summer?
Probably going to Colorado for 4th of July.
Guys, articulate yourself loudly.
Why?
What? Because you got to be able to hear you.
Okay. Probably going to Colorado for 4th of July.
Yeah? What are we going to do there?
We're going to go on Peak 8, which has a bunch of different rides, and we're going to go see fireworks.
Over Lake Dillon. So what do you like to do most with me?
What do you like to do most?
Around here. What do you like about me as your dad? Surprise question. Sneak attack.
You're kind and you're a good dad.
But what do you like to do with me? What do? We do lots of things.
Like
What's your
exercising
favorite?
with you. And
Oh, yeah, we started that this week.
Playing soccer with you.
How was that this week?
Good.
Maddox worked out with me for the first time this week. Did some free weights. How was that? Look at the camera. How was it?
It was good.
What'd you think?
Sore.
We made it 2 days. The last 2 days, a little bit too sore to go back, but we'll get it next week, right? All right. Thanks, man. Love you.
Me too.
So, Family Fridays. Thanks, Maddox. Love you, bud. Adore that child. It's funny because his personality is a lot like Chelsea's. He's the extroverted, kind-hearted, ambitious, feisty type. And Brecken's more like me, the introverted, thinks about everything, gets all joggled up in his mind. And I think it really works for Maddox and I that we kind of have a yin and yang kind of a deal. But anyways, going into this Family Fridays, I know I threw a lot out this week, and obviously it's a new deal, but I think a bit of feedback that I got a lot of feedback this week, especially on yesterday's. But I'm going to bring up some feedback from my mama. I say mama, I've never said that in my life until she referred to herself as that in her feedback a couple days ago. So she challenged me to read this, and I will gladly do it. Dear Rational Theist son, I am responding to the challenge for Trump supporters to explain why we are voting for Trump. I love Jesus, my husband, my family, my gorgeous grandkids, my friends, and I love America. I support Donald J. Trump because I believe he is the best person to lead our country. There are many reasons that I believe this, not because he's a perfect Christian, because he is not, and I am not, and probably you are not. I believe... what happened? Okay, there we go. I believe he has the best answers to the problems America is struggling with right now. I challenge you to post this or read this or whatever you do on that podcast thingy. Love, your Rational MAGA mama. There you go, Mom. Put it out there for the world. And happy to do so because my goal is not to silence anybody's voice through what it is that we are doing here, including you. I know, obviously, people listening to this don't know our interactions. I know that you accept me and still love me despite some of our differences in beliefs. But if I recall correctly, the thing that I was challenging about was not specifically why do you support Trump, because, and this is, I guess, a clarification for anybody listening, that my beef is not that you support Trump or you support Biden. I really, that's not the deal. My beef was specifically why do people go out and idolize or make Trump this messianic figure on social media in such a way as to reflect poorly on Christians. And so I know through the conversation with my mom why it is that she believes what she believes and why she's going to vote for Trump. I currently will not be. I will also not be voting for Biden, and I will abstain my vote. But I could have my mind change over the next few months. I just want this conversation that we have here together each day to be something that is thought provoking and intriguing to people, and this open atmosphere where we're able to have conversation. And so just a couple of weeks ago when I was back home with my family, that's one of the things me and my mom and dad were talking about, is my desire for us to have more of these kind of conversations. Not only because I'm kind of a weirdo and want to know what everybody believes, but I believe that there is a lot of benefit to honing the conversation around why we believe what we believe, being able to explain that to others, and ultimately that's the easiest place to do that is with loved ones, in theory, assuming that there is the actual Christian Jesus-like love in the family, that we give each other the benefit of the doubt and we allow for grace and truth to reign. And when there is conflict, taking a step back and realizing that, these beliefs or maybe biases that we have aren't the end all be all, that love can conquer all of that, and that we can agree to disagree and still be able to get along. And so, to the degree that I'm able to foster that kind of community, that's my desire. I want to do that amongst the family. I do that with my kids all the time. And we have open and active conversations with, okay, what do you believe about XYZ? And we have conversations, and I'm hoping that we will continue to be able to do that here, and just welcome any kind of feedback you guys have. And thanks, Mom, for the comments and all I think I had about 93 comments that I got over the last week, and greatly appreciating you guys and your willingness to comment or respond directly to me. Always game for the conversation. That is the goal that I have here. So have a great weekend. But before you go, I do have my movie review. I've committed to not give away spoilers, but I went and saw Bad Boys Ride or Die. Don't know why they didn't call it Bad Boys Forever. Just sitting there waiting for you. But probably because, I don't know, they don't know if they're going to make another one. I don't know. Will Smith needed a redemptive movie to come back to, and I guess this is it. But it was a lot of fun. It obviously isn't the most spiritual. I don't have a lot of spiritual tie-ins, but there is a redemptive story in the midst of it, and it's kind of hard to explain it without giving away spoilers. But what I do see in the movie is the hope and grace that is attached to authentic redemption, when somebody is truly committed to laying themselves down, and even if that means going to therapy. I mean, that's Marcus's whole deal, and it's really incorporated within this movie that Marcus continues to encourage Mike to. So Mike is the Will Smith character, and Marcus is the Martin Lawrence character. But it's been this through line throughout all the movies, if you haven't seen them, that Marcus is, he goes to therapy, and a lot of the feedback that he has for Mike is driven around this. Hey, I'm this enlightened person. You need to go to therapy and get past all of your crap and all your demons. And so in this movie, they really tied in the other first three movies and brought back Mike's son from the third movie where he was introduced, and ultimately landed on a beautiful ending where family was celebrated. That was the whole hope, is to have peace amidst the life that they were living in a very chaotic situation, a very chaotic career, and to have family and peace reign, being able to overcome the sins and the wounds of the past. So, you want a good movie? If you can get past some of the guns and violence, I don't think I'd bring your little ones. I won't be bringing my boys to this one, that are 9 and 12, but it's a fun one. It's a bunch of action comedy, or comedic thriller, I think is how I wrote it in the blog. So the blog does have, I guess, a little bit of spoilers, but yep, go have some fun this weekend. If you don't have anything better to do. Have a great weekend, guys.